Everyone, and welcome back to the Deep Dive.
Today, we're diving into a really cool topic.
Okay.
How can ChatGPT actually change the way we learn online?
Ooh, interesting.
We found this awesome blog post. It's in Portuguese originally.
Wow, okay.
So you're getting like the VIP translated version.
That's good.
And it's all about how to use ChatGPT.
Mm.
Not just as like a chat bot,
Yeah.
but like a tool to actually personalize your whole online learning experience.
That's really fascinating.
Right.
Yeah, the author really dives into this whole personalization thing.
Yeah.
With ChatGPT, you can tailor content to your own personal learning style and your goals.
It's like having a study buddy who just like knows what you need to understand a topic.
Yeah.
And the blog post talks about using ChatGPT to like break down those complex academic papers.
Oh, yeah, like all those research articles you have to read for online courses.
Ugh, don't remind me.
I know, right? So instead of getting bogged down in all that jargon and spending hours trying to figure out what the main points are, you could just ask ChatGPT to give you a quick summary.
That would save so much time.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Maybe even like in bullet points, so it's super easy to digest.
perfect.
Then you can actually focus on like the analysis and the critical thinking part.
Right.
That's where the real learning happens.
It's like a head start on the actual learning,
Exactly.
not just like the information gathering part.
Totally.
I love that.
Me too.
This blog post is packed with practical examples like that.
Yeah.
Another one that I thought was really cool was using ChatGPT for language learning.
Ah, yes. Imagine you're learning Spanish
So
and you're tired of just like doing textbook exercises.
boring.
Right. So you can actually have a conversation with ChatGPT in Spanish.
Really?
Yeah. You could talk about your weekend plans, your hobbies, anything.
Wow.
It's like having a language partner
That's amazing.
whenever you need to practice.
That's a game changer.
It is. It really highlights how online learning can become more active.
Yes.
It's not just passive anymore.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
It's about using the information, experimenting with it.
Love that.
Totally.
Okay, but let's talk about like one of the biggest struggles with online learning.
Okay, what's that?
Staying organized?
Ugh,
Staying motivated?
the struggle is real.
I mean, who hasn't procrastinated when you're the one setting the schedule?
All the time.
This blog post actually suggests using ChatGPT to help with that.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's like having a personal assistant for your online learning.
I like that.
You could tell ChatGPT, I'm learning JavaScript and I have 30 days
Okay.
to learn the basics.
All right.
Make me a weekly study plan.
Wow.
It can break down like all the work into little chunks
That would be so helpful.
and even suggest like resources and exercises for each week.
That's amazing.
And if you're someone who really likes routine,
Yeah.
you can ask ChatGPT to help you build a daily or a weekly study schedule.
So you could say, I need to prep for the MCAT,
Yeah.
and I get distracted really easily.
Oh my gosh, me too.
Help me build a study routine that will actually keep me on track.
That's a great idea.
Right. And then you don't have to worry about planning your study time.
That takes away so much of the stress.
It really does.
And this is where the personalization thing really comes in.
Yeah.
Because ChatGPT can figure out if you're a visual learner
Exactly.
and you need like diagrams and videos,
All right.
or if you're someone who learns by doing,
He can adapt to all that.
you get a study plan that is actually tailored to you.
That's amazing.
It's incredible.
I know.
The blog post also talks about how ChatGPT can help with something that always trips me up,
What's that?
problem solving,
Oh, yeah.
especially with like technical subjects.
Totally.
Let's say you're struggling with a coding concept,
Mm-hmm.
like writing a loop in Python.
Okay.
Instead of just like Googling the answer,
Yeah.
you can ask ChatGPT to walk you through it like step by step.
Oh, I like that.
It can explain the logic behind each line of code
That would be so helpful.
and even help you debug your own attempts.
Wow. So it's like having a tutor
It is.
who can actually see where you're messing up
Exactly.
and help you get to the right solution.
That's so cool.
I know.
The blog post even talks about using it for things like quadratic equations.
Oh, yeah.
ChatGPT can explain the formula, show you how to plug in the numbers,
Yeah.
and even make practice problems for you to try out.
That's a great way to test your understanding.
What I like about it is it's not just giving you the answers.
Right.
It's actually teaching you the process,
Exactly.
problem solving,
Yeah.
which is a skill like everyone needs,
Absolutely.
no matter what you're learning.
For sure.
This is so cool. And speaking of skills,
Mm-hmm.
we can't forget about writing.
Oh, of course not.
Whether it's essays for online courses
Yeah.
or reports for your job,
Right.
writing is super important.
Definitely.
And guess what?
The-
The blog post says ChatGPT can help with that too.
No way.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Imagine you're working on an essay about climate change. You can ask ChatGPT to give you feedback on your arguments,
Wow.
your structure,
Mm-hmm.
even your writing style.
So it can point out areas where you could be more clear.
Yes.
Mm.
Or suggest different ways to phrase things.
That would be so helpful.
It's like having a personal editor.
I love that.
Available like 24/7.
On call whenever you need them.
And think about all the time you could save.
I know, especially when you have a deadline looming.
Don't remind me.
The blog post even talks about using ChatGPT to tailor your writing to different audiences.
Really?
Yeah, so like if you're writing a scientific paper,
Okay.
you could ask it to help you make your writing more formal and technical.
That's incredible.
I know, right?
We've covered so much ground already.
We have.
And this blog post is just packed with great tips.
It really is.
And strategies.
So insightful.
I feel like I'm already seeing online learning in a whole new light.
Yeah, it's amazing what ChatGPT can do.
It really is.
Yeah, it really is amazing to think about, how ChatGPT can like totally change the way we approach writing.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's not just about like polishing up the final product.
Mm-hmm.
The blog post talks about how using ChatGPT throughout the whole writing process can actually help you become a better writer.
That's a great point.
Like it's having a writing coach right there with you.
Exactly.
It guides you through every step.
Yeah.
From brainstorming to structuring your ideas to refining your style.
And for people who are learning to write in another language,
Oh, yeah.
imagine the confidence boost
Totally.
that comes from having a tool that can help you express yourself so clearly.
I know, it'd be amazing.
I'm noticing a pattern here.
What's that?
Whether it's summarizing research or practicing languages, planning study time, or getting feedback on your writing,
Right.
ChatGPT really seems to give learners more control over their education.
That is a really interesting observation. It's like shifting the balance of power in online learning.
Yeah.
Putting more control in the hands of the learner
I love that.
instead of the other way around.
So it's not just about making online learning easier.
Right.
It's about making it more effective, too.
Absolutely. It's about encouraging learners to really dive in, ask questions, experiment, and take charge of their own learning.
This blog post has been such an eye-opener.
I know, right?
If ChatGPT can already do all this,
Yeah.
what does that mean for the future of personalized learning?
Oh, that's the big question.
Right?
The possibilities are pretty mind-blowing.
I know.
Imagine a future where every student has access to a personalized AI tutor
Whoa.
that can adapt to their own learning style,
Wow.
their pace, and their interests.
That would be incredible.
Right, no more one-size-fits-all classrooms.
Yeah.
Or struggling to keep up with a strict curriculum.
You could actually learn about things that really interest you
Exactly.
and get help every step of the way.
It could totally change how we learn.
It's amazing to think about the impact it could have.
I know, it's really exciting.
Okay, but before we get too caught up in the future,
Yeah.
let's talk about what our listeners can do right now.
Okay.
What are some practical steps to start using ChatGPT for online learning?
Well, the first step is really simple. Just try it out.
Yeah.
ChatGPT is free to use.
That's awesome.
So play around with it. Ask it some questions.
Uh-huh.
See what it can do.
Don't be afraid to get creative.
Right.
Try different prompts.
The more you experiment, the more you'll discover what it can do.
And keep your learning goals in mind.
That's key.
What are you trying to learn?
Yeah.
How can ChatGPT help you get there?
It's all about using it intentionally.
Right.
It's a powerful tool.
Yeah.
Not just a fun toy.
You can use it to create study questions, make flashcards, summarize articles, practice language skills.
There are so many possibilities.
This is incredible. There's one last thing from the blog post I wanted to mention.
Okay, what's that?
The author really emphasizes that ChatGPT isn't just for students.
Oh, interesting.
It's for anyone who wants to learn and grow.
I completely agree.
Lifelong learning is so important.
It really is, especially in today's world.
And with tools like ChatGPT, it's easier than ever.
Yeah, it's for sure.
Yeah.
It's really exciting to think about how technology can help us make learning a bigger part of our lives.
Yeah.
You know?
This deep dive has seriously, totally changed how I think about online learning.
Yeah.
It's not just about lectures and tests anymore.
Right.
It's about having the right tools to make learning personalized and engaging.
I think that's the biggest takeaway from this blog post.
Totally.
ChatGPT isn't just like some fancy new gadget.
Yeah.
It can actually help learners take control of their education,
I love that.
and explore their passions in new ways.
So as we wrap up,
Okay.
what final thought would you leave with our listeners?
Well, the author of the blog post really encourages everyone to embrace these new technologies and see how they can change the way we learn.
I love that.
So I would say don't be intimidated by ChatGPT or AI.
Yeah.
Think of it as a partner in your learning journey, a tool to help you reach your full potential.
It's not about replacing human interaction or traditional learning. It's about expanding the possibilities.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And making learning more accessible for everyone.
This has been such a great deep dive.
I agree.
I feel like I understand ChatGPT so much better now.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm really excited about the future of learning.
Me too. It's really inspiring.
So to our listeners, go explore ChatGPT for yourselves.
Try it out.
Don't just take our word for it.
See how it can change your online learning.
And here's a question to leave you with.
Okay.
If ChatGPT can already do all of this, what does the future hold for personalized learning?
Ooh, that's a good one.
What other amazing advancements are out there?
It's exciting to think about.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into ChatGPT.
Yes, thank you, everyone.
And online learning.
Until next time.
Keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.